streaming, making sure I am good to go over on YouTube. Make sure we got some audio, make sure we got video feed, making sure you can hear me, which still hadn't been able to figure out what's going on with my microphone. Making sure you can hear me, which still been able to figure out what's going on with my microphone. Still very faint coming through on the stream, and I don't know why. Let's see. Is that better? Faint coming through on the stream, and is that better? Not better. Why? I've been working on this for over a week, and I cannot figure it out. Is that better? Not better. Why? I've been working on this for over a week, and I cannot figure it out. Is that better? Not better. Why? Well, my apologies, everyone. I cannot figure out why I cannot get my microphone output to be louder. My apologies, everyone. I cannot figure out why I cannot get my microphone output to be louder. My apologies, everyone. I cannot figure out why. Tried everything I can think of, and I just can't figure it out. Apologies. Tried everything apologies. And I just can't figure it out. Apologies. 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 Just can't. Nothing's working there. Mic. Volume there. Is this helping? Mic. Not helping. Volume there. Is this helping? Mic. Not helping. Not helping at all. All right. Well, my apologies. I have no clue why I can't get my audio. All right. Well, straightened out. Apologies. I have no clue why. But we'll make do. Anyway. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the stream. Let me get we'll make do. Anyway, microphone. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Here to the stream. Let me get back over here and mute that so I don't have my voice talking back at me because I sound like a country nerd. Anyway, we're getting close. Let me fly around and show you guys. The whole man. This has been a long, labor-intensive dig. It was me in the beginning. I'd done most of what you see here in this corner. And then Dippy came in and was going to do a little bit of digging. And I think got the digging bug. And then he wanted to see this done. And he's done a lot. I mean, a lot of this here, a lot of that back there. He's working over here somewhere. I don't know if he's digging today. Yeah, there he is. He's in there digging. Or actually, he's in there standing at the moment. He probably had to take a baby break. Go do something with the kiddo. So he blocked himself in. But, I don't know. We were hoping to have this done by the beginning of summer. I think we're going to get there. Possibly going to get there by summer. We've hit it pretty hard over the last 2 months, and I mean, we knocked out a good bit, but there's still a good ways to go. But the Minecraft live event is about to wrap up with the new movie coming out. Personally, don't think I'll go see the movie in theaters. It just don't look that good. I would have liked it better if it had been animated, possibly CGI, 3D animation. I just don't know about putting live action people into a Minecraft world. It seems like a recipe for disaster. However, kids like, what's his name, Jack Black, don't really care for him myself. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think the movie looks appealing to me. But anyway, the event's wrapped up. We've all been spending some time over in the event trying to earn the rewards, and I think it was just a cape. I think we did all that for just a cape. But I've been in here digging most days, 3-4 hours a day. I come in and I dig, and I'm watching the series Supernatural Never seen Supernatural, so I pull it up on one screen, dig on the other screen, and then my third screen is just kind of sitting over there with nothing on it. But I just wanted to start streaming because I don't think we're going to. And these guys right here, man, they everywhere. And for some reason, Siri's talking to me in the background. Siri, nobody's talking to you. I must have said something that sounded like, "Hey Siri." Must have been when I was like, I'm watching the series. She must have thought I said Siri. That was dumb. Anyway, yeah, just I don't think we're gonna get through this on this stream, obviously, because there's still a long way to go. But I mean, when I stand back and I look at this and I just go, wow, this was all solid rock. Well, not all solid rock. There's caves. I mean, there's still some big caves, some big empty areas in here. We ran into several of those while we were digging. This will make the digging go faster in this area because there is a very large cave system under where we're at now. So that's going to help. Where did I come down at? I remember seeing gold. Did I come down this way? Yes. Anyway, don't think we're gonna. I'm sick of finding diamonds. Everybody's like, I have such a hard time finding diamonds, and I'm like, I'm sick of finding diamonds. We don't even really need diamonds on the realm anymore. We use them basically for the template upgrades and copying the templates and stuff. But it's man, there's a spawner up there. There's I like the little haunted stuff in here. See this torch? See that torch just floating in midair? That was a torch in a mine shaft. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. That was a torch in a mine shaft, and when I broke the block, the torch just stayed. So that's kind of what I would consider an illegal block, but you can't move it, you can't touch it, you can't do anything to update around it or it'll go away. We've got this spider spawner and this spider spawner, and that one is, we got to get right here. Okay, so that activates about right there, and obviously we're too far away to activate that one. But if we set these up as a double spider spawner and put like a little minecart to ride around, it'll activate that one, and then we'll come back and activate this one, and come back and activate that one, and maybe we can set up a string farm. And then this is where I was digging out, trying to see if we had a bedrock area that would work for killing withers, but we didn't have any that I could find that was set up in the right thing. And then I cleared this area out using the sea pickle glitch that is currently going on. You take a sea pickle and try to stick it on something, and it'll go to the block beside it, but it will delete whatever block is there. But yeah, then we've got, you guys can see we got the floating lava blocks. As I was mining, there was just several blocks of lava that I would uncover, and they wouldn't flow. They don't flow anywhere. They just kind of stay there. Somewhere, I just saw it. Where did it go? Oh, there it is right there. Kind of blends into the background. You can barely see it. There we go. That water block. We have a few water blocks in here that are cursed. And I don't know what this lava is. Where did this lava come from? Oh, we uncovered it while we were digging. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what to do with these blocks yet. There's a water block there. There's a water block over there. It's mainly lava blocks, but I don't know what to do with them. I could always grab them with a bucket, I suppose, but I think if you know what? Let's science this thing up. If I grab one with a bucket and then I place it down, I guarantee you it'll start flowing. It's got to start flowing. Do I have a bucket? And I think I've got to go repair my pickaxes. I got 2 left. I need a bucket. Do we got a bucket? Here, you stay there. Alright, let's see. Let's just grab one of these down here. It would be really cool if you could grab it in a bucket, and then when you go to place it back, it would not flow. Alright, so there's that, but I guarantee it's going to go everywhere. Yep. So once you pick it up and put it back down, it then will flow like normal lava. So we're going to leave the cursed... What is that? Why do I have... Why do I have water just randomly? Don't know whose these chests are. Somebody left some chests down in the mine. I don't know if any of you guys, if this is y'all or not, but you're about to get a free bucket. There we go. But I'm going to do a little digging this morning and try to explain what the overall goal is. So right there up on the wall, you can see the stairway kind of going up. If I had a spyglass, we could zoom in, but right there on the wall is the entrance coming from spawn into the dwarven kingdom that we're going to have. And again, we're still working on a pillar design. All of this will be cleaned up. We know we have slime chunks in here. So at some point, we'll figure out where the most slime chunks are beside each other. Maybe we have to grid out the whole floor once we're through digging. Find a good place to build a slime farm. We'll build a slime farm. Then we'll put the pillars up. And the pillars are going to kind of run from that wall about midway through this room. I want to run them in rows. You know, it's very, very much inspired by the mines of Moria in Lord of the Rings. You all know it, I'm sure. But I'm not quite sure yet. I thought about maybe changing and arching them so they'd come out in like a half moon. Maybe not half moon, but crescent moon, whatever you want to call it, arch through the room. So they'd start on the corner and arch out here. And then in the middle have like all the staircases coming down. That's just like a temporary staircase. I'm going to build that thing up and build supports and all kind of stuff and then arch that around it. And then beyond that is where I really wanted to put in the farms. I built a halfway functional creeper farm over there. We've got all the spawners. But then we're on one, so we're on 0 right now. So you see up at the top left corner, -509, -22, and 0. So 0 is our center point. So if we line up, that hallway should be lined up on 0. And then coming back here, don't fall in the hole. Coming back here on 0, this is going to get obviously terraformed into a giant crack in the wall. So it'll start up at the top, it'll be kind of narrow, and as it comes down, it'll kind of widen out into a big crack. And then from the floor, there'll be a set of steps going up, and you'll walk through the crack, and then back there, there will be a bridge. Ooh, that was a hard hit. Go away, zombie. Go away, zombie. Go away, zombie. There'll be a bridge. Let me go back to 0. Centered up on 0. Oh, come on, man. So yeah, there'll be a bridge centered up here on 0, and it'll go into the very, very back part, which is where our village is going to be. And then down below here, there's going to be like a lava lake. We're going to have ore veins lining the walls and the ceiling, different things. And it's going to be fairly easy because we got that huge cave. I have not even been down there to explore yet. But this cave kind of comes back, and I think we're going to, I think I'm going to try to incorporate the cave systems going off of the bridge. Maybe have 1 or 2 places where you can come down to little landings on the lava, have little islands in the lava where you can go and explore. What in the world? Skeleton. Get out of here, you stupid skeleton. And just maybe off of the sides have some things you can go and explore. Maybe have a labyrinth down there. What I thought, and I don't know if we can actually pull this off or not. what I thought would be cool is set up a labyrinth on one, and at the middle of it, you know, the old ancient tale of whoever was it, Hercules? I don't think it was Hercules. I think it was somebody else. But they followed the labyrinth, and in the middle there was a minotaur. So we could capture a warden, name tag him, and put him in the middle of the labyrinth as the minotaur at the middle of the labyrinth. I don't know. I've seen people. I played on around Dynasty SMP. They actually captured a warden and put him in like a little enclosure in a zoo. So I know it is possible. I just don't know if I've got the skill set to pull it off. I could get some of the other guys to help, but we're back up to 1, 2. So this would be above, because I think we started at 0 digging down. So we started at this level digging down. Anyway, that's future plans. That's some of the future plans, subject to change as we go. I'm just grabbing all these ores. Look at that. You just dig one block and you discover a whole new chamber here. Okay. Sorry about that pause. I was hearing a noise and I thought it was in the game, and I was like, I've never heard that noise before, but it was something outside the house. I don't know what that was. It sounded weird too. Anyway, yeah. So there we go. There's plan, the future plan, and then once we get the bridge built, I don't know how long I want to make it. I want to make it worthwhile. What just happened? I want to make it worthwhile for the bridge to be long enough so I can incorporate some cool things in it, some features. But beyond that, there's going to be possibly a facade of a building, maybe a building itself built into the wall. And then when you go through there, you'll run into the village. And we've got a dwarven village plan. We're going to put all the villagers in there. I'll have trades set up, but I'm going to not make a trading hall like our trading hall there. The villagers are going to be free roaming within their own structures. So the library will have the librarians in it, but they won't be caged up. You'll just have to run around and figure out which one's which based on their names. We'll have blacksmith, armorsmith, bakery, a little fishing village, because there's going to be a underground lake. I'm hoping beyond hope, and I know this is crazy, but I'm hoping beyond hope when we get back there and I get ready to put the village in, that there's a lush cave in there somewhere. That would be almost perfect to have a lush cave, so we could set it up with the tropical fish and axolotls and all the different things. It would be really cool. But so for those of you that wonder, here's what I do every day when I get home from work. I watch something on one of my screens, and I dig lines of blocks in Minecraft. And to me, this is very relaxing. Work can be stressful most days, and I'm wide open, and when I get home I just need to unwind. This is mindless thinking. Hold on just a second, get a phone call coming through. All right. Sorry about that. It was my mom calling. She needs me to go pick up her meds. And then she had to have a conversation. So, but anyway, this is what I do every day. Come home, fire up Minecraft, and dig. For some reason, I like this part of the game. I don't know why. I don't know if it feeds to my OCD, my ADHD. Definitely don't feed to my ADHD because I'm doing the same thing over and over and over. As you guys saw while I was on mute there, I was spacing out my torches. That definitely is OCD. My torches have to be spaced out 10 blocks apart. I think a few updates back, they updated it where mobs will only spawn in light level 0. And I think you can actually put torches 12 blocks apart now. And it's still not spawn one right in the middle. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. You can see the dark spots right in the middle. Let me get over here to the edge. You can see them very well there. You can see how I've spaced them out, and you got that one little dark spot in the middle. The torches are right. You can see the difference in the blocks right there, and then right. Let me see if I can do it with my mouse. Right there, right there, right there, right there. So what I did is I put frog lights under the floor, and then I put a half slab. If you put a half slab, the light will come through it. But then, I won't say who, but I had somebody come down and was helping us dig, and he let his intrusive thoughts win one night, and he started doing stuff with the torches and the floor and the light, and you can see it kind of got a little wonky. I'll have to fix all of that without a doubt. But my plan is when I get fully dug out, determine where I want the pillars at, I'm gonna redo the lighting somehow. So I don't know yet. I don't think I'm gonna do it on the pillar side, but over here where we're standing in this area, I think I want to put little areas with brush and some little trees. Now we got bushes and tall grass, and we got all kind of stuff. And I think I want to put some of that in, but make the area dark, but have it so the mobs can't get out. So as you're walking through, mobs will spawn. But as long as you stay on the lighted walk path, the mobs can't get to you. But we'll see. That's part of the thought process. Still don't know what we're going to do with these geodes. We've got a geode over there in the corner. So we got a geode there. We got one there. We got one there. We've got the one here. We got the one behind it that got tore down. All the amethyst got tore out of it. We got that one, that one. We've got that one. There's one in the ceiling. I thought maybe you could see it, but there's one up in the ceiling. Then I think Dippy uncovered one, possibly two over here. Let me see. There's one there. Yep, he got two over here. Another zombie spawner there. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's 12 geos in total. I don't know what we're going to do with those yet. The amethyst shards come in handy. I don't know if there's an automated way to farm those yet. I'm sure somebody's come up with some way to harvest them. But the thing is, if you hit them with like a piston too soon, I don't think it gives you any drops. So the amethyst clusters have 3 stages: the small bloom, the medium bloom, and the large bloom. I think it has to get to the large bloom before it actually drops the shards. So I don't know how you would automate that. You'd have to use an observer with a delay timer on it, and so when it hit the third thing, and you put it out into a capacitor, and it gives enough signal to come back around and activate the piston. I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there's figured it out. But I think we want to set some of those up to get the amethyst shards. I'm almost 100% positive if we took every single one of those out, there would still be enough geodes throughout the world to feed our need. And my pickaxe, I got to keep an eye on my pickaxe because it's about to break. Here a while back, I was using one pickaxe. I was using one Fortune 3 and one Silk Touch to do this dig. And as one pickaxe was almost ready to break, I had a little bitty gold farm. It might have been on a stream or two, but I had a little bitty gold farm over there that I would go and just repair my pickaxe, go back to digging. Dippy, however, carries a shulker box full of pickaxes. He'll go through, I think he said he's got like 27 of them or something. So as he goes through and damages the pickaxes, he'll wait till every single one of them's damaged. Then he'll go spend 20 minutes at the gold farm at spawn repairing his pickaxes. Which I was just doing it one-on-one. Now I have a shulker box where I think I carry 8. I just looked at it earlier. I don't remember how many was in there. I think I have 8 Fortune 3s now. And I still carry my Silk Touch on me because I like grabbing the ores. Because we're going to need the ores when we build the bridge and do the ore veins and all kind of cool stuff. I thought about, I'm going to be honest, here about a month ago, I thought maybe I would get Coolest to come over here and build me a mining machine. One of the things that throws out the TNT and helps you mine the blocks. I thought about doing that to make this last part go faster, but I've done all of this. Dippy and I have done 95% of this. Smitched helped some over here. I use the word help loosely because he liked to, I don't know, he dug out at the bottom and left a gap, and we were digging from the top down, and when he dug out the bottom and dug out one in the middle, it made it hard to get the bottom stuff. I don't know. He's from Australia, so maybe digging from the bottom up's natural to him. I don't know what it is. But he did help knock out a good chunk of it over here. I will say that. I got a mushroom farm going too. Oh yeah, I've decided to see how mushrooms spread. So every so often I come through and harvest these, and I put a mushroom here in the dark spot, and I mean, no more than us just flying over and back and forth. These things have spread that much. And then I have slowly started gathering up. So I want to say he's full leather armor. He's full chainmail armor. This dude over here was full gold armor. Maybe he's full gold armor too. And then I've got 3 villagers. The trick where, so our farm up here, not our farm, our trading hall up here is around a zombie spawner. And there was a mechanic where if a zombie villager spawned and died, it was the same as curing a zombie villager. And so it would reduce your trades down to 1 emerald per trade. However, in the last update, they took zombie villagers out of the spawners, which is absolute, utter crap. So, up yours, Mojang, for doing that. Or Microsoft, or whoever the crap's got control over this game yet. So that was a great mechanic, but once again, they saw that the players had figured out something, and it benefited the player, and it made the game easier, and they went, we're not going to have that. We want this game to be as hard as possible. So they took that out. So now, you have to cure, infect, cure, infect, cure, infect, until you get down to 1 trade per. However, if you cure a zombie, like if I took one of those zombie villagers up to the trading hall, took him to the middle, I think it's 16 blocks, within 16 blocks of the other villagers, cure them, reinfect them, cure them, reinfect them, and cure them. Usually it's 3 or 4 times. All of the villagers' trades, it has an area of effect. All the villagers' trades will then go down to 1 emerald. Now, I think it's a permanent. I think it's permanent. I'm hoping it's permanent, and I'm not even sure that's 100% correct, but that's what I read. Oh, somebody dropped in the chat there. Ghost Red Morning Hippie. Am I a hippie? I don't think I'm a hippie. I might be a hippie. I'm more of a nerd than a hippie. But anyway, that's what I read. I love that powdered snow. I just got to see if it's true or not. All right, let me empty up my inventory. I'm gonna go ahead and go repair my pickaxes, and we'll wander through the Nether. I know the Spring to Life update has dropped, and I know one part of that update was supposed to be you can find the gassed, what's it called? Gassed fossils in the Nether now, and you can find the dried up gas and bring it to the overworld and put water on it, and you have a gas to ride. I don't think that was in the update. Why is this one cat? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Why are you at the wall? Go back, go back, go back, go back. Go back to your brothers and sisters over here. Go. Come on. I was breeding cats up for some reason, and I can't remember why. Oh, I know what I was doing. So there's also a mechanic in the game that the cat will bring you a present in the mornings. And I have yet to figure out how to make that work. None of my cats have ever given me... Why are you sitting on the amethyst crystal? None of my cats have ever given me a present in the mornings, and I don't know how to make that work. I know it's there. I could do some research on it, I suppose. So, anyway, yes, this is, so, from this dig, I have gotten two shulkers full of diamond ore, and I'm about to fill up a third one. That is nuts. And then here we've got iron ore, iron ore, iron ore, iron ore, and then those are just iron ore, iron ore. So 6 shulkers of iron ore. That's a shulker. I can't even say it right. That's a shulker of iron blocks. Those come from the Iron Monster Gold Farm. I don't remember who. I still have. Somebody came in, played for about a month, built that massive iron farm, and then stopped playing. And I don't remember who it was, and I'd like to give them credit. If I ever remember their gamer tag, possibly I want to. Let me see here. Hold on. Realm Stories. Members. Let me see. Where's Dippy at here? Stats. Blocks broken. 9,416,364. Let's see where I'm at right now. Stats. 13,361,463 blocks broken. So 9. So I'm 4 million ahead of Dippy now. Let's see where Observant's at, because I know he does a lot of digging. Coolest does a lot of digging. Okay, maybe not. 4 million blocks. That's rookie numbers, man. That's rookie numbers. Coolest man ever. Let's see where he's at. 4. I don't know. I thought these people were doing more digging than they are. I want to say their gamer tag started with an F. I don't think it. No, Frozen still plays, so it's not. It could have been that one. Iron Man C917. Nothing is sticking out. Nothing sticking out here. Anyway, it is a massive iron farm. It pumps out at an amazing rate. we're glad to have it on the realm. So thank you to whoever did it. Every so often, I'll go AFK at that thing overnight, and we'll get maybe 12 to 14 double chest of ingots. I mean, it puts it out there, man. It's no joke. Somebody, I want to say it was AKA the letter. I want to say it was AKA the letter the other day went out and got all the new bushes, the firefly bushes. I think I have some of them up. So these are the firefly bushes. At night, they have little lights that come off of them, and you have a little firefly area effect. These are the that's the cherry blossom. That's the cherry blossom petals. They're here. That's the wildflowers. And something I noticed the other day, if you bone meal the ground, now you can get wildflowers. So we have those, and then there's the, I don't have any of the tall dry grass and the medium dry grass. And then there was a bush. So the letter went out and rounded up those for everybody. I went and made me some copies and brought some over and bone milled up a bunch of them to get them. And so here's what's going on right now with the sea pickles. So remember I told you could take the sea pickle and put it beside bedrock and it would delete it. So what I did is I came up to the ceiling of the nether and I deleted some of the bedrock out and made me a hole up to the nether. Now, kind of sucks because you still can't build up here. However, I had an idea last night. I was sitting here doing a little bit of digging, and I thought if I put a piston there, put a block, or put a piston there. Wait, can I put the, yeah, okay, so you can build on that level. So if I put a piston here and put a block on top of it, activate the piston, does it push it up, and will it stay? We may have to science that up here in a minute. Because if we can do that, and you could, I mean, it would take a long time. But if you could do that, you could push a block up, push a block over. You'd have to use a series of pistons, and it would take forever. But you could literally push blocks up and move them around, and build something up there. I gotta try it now. Did I just see? Wait. I just saw it. I saw a ghast. I know I saw a ghast. Who's doing this? This is new. This is brand new. Who's digging this hole? And why? That might be Observant. Observant might be adding on more portals for the city. That spawn. Here's the city. So this would be going out into the north part of the ocean. Yeah, he could be building out there. He could be adding additional portals. Oh, that was not even there like yesterday morning, I don't think. So I think I came down here to repair my pickaxes yesterday morning and I didn't see anything. Why are those blocks there? Alright, so I always like to go to the Guardian farm to repair my pickaxes. It seems to me to be the quickest. The gold farm pumps, don't get me wrong, the gold farm pumps, but I think I do it quicker here. Man, this was like the first. This was like the first thing I built on the realm, I think. Yeah, it was. I helped dig the hole at spawn, and somewhere in the middle there, let's turn this bad boy on. I come and built this thing to get the Guardian farm going. Alright, so, did I turn it on? Yeah, I did turn it on. There we go. Alright, repair. And I still have a good bit of work to do over here. I'll show you guys in a second. Observant came over and set up some auto crafters to make sea lanterns and to make prismarine blocks. And the system feeding it, he was kind of just testing it out. The system feeding everything really needs a revamp because all of these chests in here are full, but they don't feed down into the system. And obviously the chests on the bottom feed down with hoppers, but the chest on the top don't feed anywhere. So when I built this, I built that second level you can barely see down there, and then way down there's the actual spawn floor. I built the second level to have a massive storage system because this thing pumps out items like crazy. I'm really surprised that they haven't did an update to change the Guardian spawns because it just seems really OP. Uh-oh. I think what happened to my stream? Did I get knocked off the stream? I looked over at my YouTube and it looks like the stream has paused. Hold on, let me check this. Is it still going? Alright. I think it was just my internet was being goofy. Anyway, it looks like the stream's still going. I lost my train of thought. But yeah, the second floor, and I'll show you guys in a minute here. Let me get. While I'm here, I try to repair everything. Don't you do it, Mr. Pigman. Fortune. That's my silky touch. Come on, repair the shovel, repair the silk touch. Alright, 2 more to go. So yeah, I really need to get over here, redesign this whole system down bottom. Get it set up for... What I want to do is I want to set it up to come down into storage. Have the storage where it feeds completely through instead of the hopper coming down and feeding into a chest, and then when that fills up, it flows back up into the next chest. Because when that chest fills up, there's no way to make it flow into other chests. I want to make it a complete flow through to the very bottom chest, and then have the bottom chest set up to where use a capacitor, because you know a capacitor puts out a different strength signal. Figure out how to set that up, maybe with a hopper under it, so when it fills up, it kicks off, releases down into the system for the auto crafters, and then once the system for the auto crafters fills up, opens it up, it crafts through, and then once the system gets low on resources, it cuts it off, because on the auto crafter you have a recipe, and if you run out of blocks to do that recipe, it just stops, which I don't get why they would put an auto crafter in. Alright, let's turn this off. Throw these back in the box. I don't know why they would have put the auto crafters in and not have a way to maintain the system. Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? I hate wasting stuff. So, for example, you have the shards and the crystals, and they have to be in this pattern. However, this system, the crystals will run out faster than the shards for some reason. And if it does, then the shards start dropping in here and it doesn't make anything. So, got to come up with a way to work on that. I think there's a way to do it, but I have to think of it. But yeah, I put this level in down here, and this can always go down a little further without interfering with anything. You can see there's plenty of room still. Stupid guardians. I think I got a problem here. I think that our come on, man. What is going on with these guys? Why are you stuck? Alright, give me a second here. That's not good, because y'all are holding items. And that would not be no bueno. Alright. We've set this thing off. And now I need to put my redstone back. And where? There. Alright, are you done now? Are you done now? Yeah. See, I've lost a trident. I've lost a trident here. There's supposed to be 2 tridents, 1 per side. Lost a trident there. There's 2 tridents there. So where did it? So there's a glitch where these tridents will fall through. So what's the chances that it's actually underneath? I don't know if tridents despawn if they hit the ground. Alright, I don't see it. Of course, I don't know which one it was at, but I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown. No. Alright, so it was here. So the trident would have been down here. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. So we've lost a trident. No problem. We got a trident farm up top. We can easily replace it. Alright. So, now that I'm just randomly rambling, got some work to do. That was what I wanted to say. Got some work to do on the storage system, the auto crafting system. Just got to take time to come over and do it. After the dig. Nothing else but the dig for now. Alright, back to... Alright, the first thing I want to do is I want to go get a piston. Yeah, I definitely want to see if we can push blocks above the nether. That's going to be interesting. If you could do that, you'd have to push the block up, push it to the side, push it around where you want it, push it, and then go back, push the other one up, push. I mean, if you had 2 or 3 people working at it at the same time, it'd go a little quicker, but I just don't know if it would be worth it or not. But then I also wonder, when it gets up to the level where you can't build, will it just disappear? We're about to find out. All right. Now the question becomes, do I have pistons? We don't want a sticky piston, we want a regular piston. Piston. You know what? I'm going to take some observers. I'm going to take some redstone. I'm going to take all kind of stuff and see. Need a redstone torch to activate. We're gonna science this up, man. Yes, I'm too lazy to walk from there to the water elevator. Don't judge me. I'm not the only one. I've seen somebody literally use a rocket to fly from one side of a room to the other side of the room. I was like, did you just use a rocket? No, he's like, I don't like walking. I'm like, it was 12 blocks, dude. He's like, I don't like walking. I'm like, okay, I get it. You don't like walking 12 blocks. Okay. How do you... Oh, I need a comparator. If you're going to use the observer, you got to have a comparator to... poop. Anyway. Alright, so I've got to put the... Wait. What did I say I was going to do? Got to put it here. So I think I need to put a block, piston, block, activate. Wait, is that not the way that works? No, wait. How do you make redstone work? Am I an idiot or what? Don't answer that question. Ah, so the piston will not extend. Is that what I'm seeing here? Wait, you can't move in stone? No, that can't be right. It's got to be that the pistons. You can push in stone with a piston, right? Oh, okay. So, oh man, you got to be kidding me. All right, so the piston extends. So can you build? You cannot. So you can't place a block on the piston when it's extended. So what's the chances that we can trick it and do this? Let's try this. I need a block of redstone. You can't even craft a block in your inventory. Stupid. I guarantee you there's well, oh, sure there's there's a crafting bench right there. Alright, crafting bench. So if we extend a piston and the second piston hits a redstone block, it's what's known as a double piston extender. It should work. However, we shall see. Right, so if it goes there, oh wait a minute, we got to change this up. That. And here. Alright, it doesn't extend. Well, nuts. So, that answers that question. You cannot even push blocks up, which is poop. Poop. There. So, when they say no building on the nether roof, there is no building on the nether roof. You can't even push a block up above it. But I'm almost 100% positive somebody out there is going to find a way. I'm just not smart enough to do it myself. And I think I've been streaming for an hour, and I'm not going to subject y'all to having to watch me dig. I just want to do a quick update, let you see where we're getting, and I promise you, when we get to the last couple hundred blocks, I will definitely stream the last blocks being mined out of this hole. But for now, I've updated you guys on progress. I've updated you guys on future plans. I've rambled a good bit. I have experimented with the nether roof and discovered that what I thought might work didn't work, which I should have guessed. And yeah, so thanks for dropping by. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support for the channel. And remember, I've been forgetting to say this on my last few streams. Remember the motto here at Falcon XMC Gaming. Game your way. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. You want to play in creative. You want to play on easy. You want to play hardcore. You want to dupe. You don't want to dupe. You want to blah, 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 blah. I see so many people arguing about stuff. Gaming's supposed to be fun and relaxing. Game your way. Whatever makes you happy. And yeah. So thanks for stopping by. We'll see you guys next time. Later.